Hey guys, welcome back to Hit Up Rugby League. Today we have a ladder prediction podcast and more of like a season prediction podcast where we went to the NRL ladder predictor. We picked every game of the season, decided who was going to win what game, and it gave us a ladder from it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see our results. How you going, Liam?
Not bad, mate. I think I've caught the vid off Connor, so a bit sick at the moment. But how you doing, Connor?
Yeah, no, I'm all good. Back negative, good to go.
Yeah. So it was actually
That's
quite
the one.
I don't know about you guys. I had like a rough idea of my ladder before this, and it's nothing to what my ladder predictor was. Because I thought, oh, this team will be in 10th, but then you actually do the results. They're not winning this game. They're not winning this game. Then they're at 15th, you know. So it was actually good to do.
Yeah.
So yeah. Do we start with our wooden spooners?
Yeah, let's work our way out for the build a bit of suspense.
Who wants to start us off?
I think. Do we all have a pretty similar bottom? I think we were talking about this earlier on, and I think I'll go first. My one at the bottom, I've got the West Tigers coming wooden spoon this year. What about you, Joshy?
Yeah, we did this before round one. Just a disclosure, the Tigers looked good in round one, but yeah, I had the Tigers as my wooden spoon as well. But they did look good against the Storm last week. And maybe a bad pick, but.
What about you, Connor?
Yeah, I Tigers. I think they're not going to be far off the spoon. I see them get.
Yeah, I feel like they're a team which you think the best they're going to get is like 14th, you would think, or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they have much potential to make a top 8 like some other teams do. But 15th, I'm gonna break Connor's heart here, and I'm gonna go Cowboys. So got the Cowboys at 15th. I'm pretty happy with it after round one because they didn't look great against the Bulldogs, but they could have won that game. So I could have looked bad and they could have won that game, but I've got Cowboys at 15th.
Are we going to make a little comment about that game, Connor?
Much to be said, it was just robbery. It's
who do you have, mate?
Great job. I have the Warriors at 15.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
See, I've gone completely different to you guys. I've got the Bulldogs at 15.
Oh yeah. So we've all got different.
Yeah.
I think the bottom 8, I feel like I said this to my dad a few days ago, that the bottom 8, it could be anyone. Like someone could have the Cowboys at 15th, someone could have them at 8th, someone could have this at, you know what I mean? Like it's real.
Yeah.
The bottom 8 could be similar, like the actual bottom 8, but the order of it could be really random. But why have you gone the Warriors 15th, Connor? I'm just interested.
I just don't think that's cool. Losing to that Dragons team, I thought the Dragons were horrendous, and for the Warriors to lose to them, I don't know. And they got Sean Johnson out now. They got Dallin Watene-Zelez now. I just had the Warriors even before that. I just don't rate them.
Yeah, I don't either, to be honest, because I have the Warriors 14th. So I'm not being biased.
Well, shit. I've gone really generous. I've got them a bit higher.
I'm not saying you two are going to be biased, but I'm just saying I'm being an honest fan here. I've got Warriors at 14th. I don't think we have the greatest side as people think, and you guys are right. And it's not even just injury. It's just we're not. It's more a mental thing. We're just not as good as other teams. So I've put us 14th. You could see us getting 10th or something, but I think another missing the 8th season for the Warriors.
Yeah, all right. So we'll jump up to 14th. I've got the Sharks down there at 14th.
Oh.
So I've gone through all their games, and I don't know. I don't know. As you said, you go through each game and you're like, oh, they'll win this, they'll lose this. And I'm like, the Sharks, they'll lose this, they'll lose this. Oh, they'll win this. But then I was like, and then I saw it, I was like, oh shit, they're down there. So yeah.
Like you're here.
Who have you got, Joshy?
I already said the Warriors.
Oh yeah. That's right.
What about you,
yeah. I've gone with the Cows.
Hey, let's go. We've just got it mixed up.
So mine and Josh are nearly the same. I don't quite have the Sharks down here, but
well, yeah, I've gone. All right, we'll jump up to 13th. I've gone the Cows at 13th.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah,
You just didn't rate them?
Oh yeah, they just didn't look hungry against the Bulldogs, but I reckon they'll win a couple games, but they won't win many this year.
Yeah, I don't rate them higher than the Sharks, to be honest, either. But they've got similar sides, so you don't know.
Yeah.
Who do I have at 13th? I've got the Bulldogs at 13th, so yeah.
Right.
I think that, as you saw in that Bulldogs-Cowboys game, I mentioned again, we did this before round one, but it's good to note that Bulldogs-Cowboys, they were very close together in that game, and it could have really gone either way, and it wasn't like a thrashing either side. So pretty happy with that pick at 13.
I also had the Bulldogs at 13.
This is insane.
Surely I'm going first next time because it looks like I'm just copying you.
And then Josh copies you. This will be funny.
Have you said your 13th, Liam, or?
Yeah, I said I went Cowboys.
Oh, Cowboys. Okay, so does Connor want to say his 12th? Let's see. This will be interesting.
I'll say my 12th. I went with the Broncos.
Okay, we're different. We're finally different. Nice work.
Who have you gone, Josh?
I went the Raiders. And to be honest, I actually had them.
Oh.
On my ladder prediction, I had them 14th, but I looked at it and it was because of the we didn't do margins. So it was like it was 12th, 13th, 14th were tied. The Raiders, Bulldogs, Warriors. They were tied on the same point. So I was like, oh, the Raiders are in 12th for me. So yeah, they may be a bit lower than people expect. I saw some people say they could be 15th. So I'm going a bit bold with this Raiders pick, but yeah, without Fogarty to start off with, Rapana to start off with, they did win last week, but I'm happy with number 12 for the Raiders.
Well, I've gone the Warriors at 12. So yeah, I don't know. I thought the Raiders would be quite higher, but no, you never know. You never know.
You never know. It's funny.
Yeah. At 12th, I went the Bulldogs. I just don't rate them at all this year. I don't think they'll be any good until next year. Obviously, the signings with like Adokar, Dufty, to make a big difference, be at the bottom, but I can't see them jumping too much higher.
Yeah. And we've got all our teams are gone in my ladder now because 11th, I've got the Newcastle Knights. They were amazing in round one, obviously, but I still think
the Knights.
I think they'll be found out eventually, but I think 11th's a good spot for them, but you could see them making 8th, or you could see them in 12th or 13th. So 11th, I think, is a good spot for the Knights. Liam has them in 4th, but we'll see that later on.
Top of the table, mate. Top of the table. Nah. I've got the Dragons in number 11. Yeah, they did a great round one, but yeah, just against a few other teams, I just don't think they'll do as good. So yeah, we'll see.
I'm sticking on agreeing with people. I've actually got the Dragons here as well.
Connor's had a look at our tables and he's like, I'm taking that one.
Not looking too good. Every time I've answered second, I've ended up copying someone.
Yeah, it's not good.
Well, who have you got for 10th? Connor?
I've gone the Knights at 10th.
Oh, all right.
So, according to us, none of our three sides are going to be in the top 8 this year, according to us three.
Hang on. Well, because at the 10,
hang on.
I've got the Broncos. I think they'll come close to making the 8, but I think they'll drop out because they got some good signings and they got some good players, especially from the game in round one. But yeah, no, they won't make it this year.
Yeah, I went the Dragons at 10th. I was going to say I've copied you guys, but I obviously have them a spot above you guys. They were not good against the Warriors, but they do have a blend of young up and comers, and then they have like some older guys as well. Aaron Woods is obviously again, but I like their side. At 9, I've got the Broncos. You guys have already mentioned them. Bit higher than you guys, but I think Reynolds is really good and really impressive. And for a Broncos side that's getting better and better, I probably could have seen them be 11th or 10th, but I moved them up to 9th. I can just see them winning the games against the shit sides, like the Tigers, the Warriors. I can see them winning those games, which obviously gets you higher above. So, yeah, that's my 9th pick.
Yeah. Who have you got, Connor?
I went with the Titans at 9th. I still think they're right on the verge of that, like, bracket of 6th to 9th. I feel like there's 3 teams that are going for that 8th spot. And unfortunately for me, they're the team that miss out.
I think it's their signings. Like, they didn't really make any big signings this year, you know? Like, was it last year they got Tino and Dave Fafita? And then this year they got Paul Turner, and then they got someone else, and that's their signing for the season. So
they got Isaac and Will Smith.
Yeah, so Will Smith did a good pick on the weekend, but it's almost like I felt like they needed another big young star to keep building, maybe a half or something. That's probably the key to them. If they got an Adam Reynolds last year, that would have been big. But yeah, who have you got at 9th, Liam?
Well, I've gone for a coffee here. I've gone the Titans. I agree with you, Connor. I reckon around the 6th to 9th. That was what I was going to say, but yeah, we'll cut it short so I don't sound like I'm copying.
We're pretty in sync because we're really close. I've got the Titans at 8th, so we're pretty close. It'll be interesting to see when I put them all 3 together on our Instagram. There's going to be a bit of difference, but there's going to be a lot of close ones as well. So yeah, I got the Titans at 8th. They made it last year. I think they'll sneak in again this year because of their finals experience. But who's making your guys top 8? Who's 8th for you too?
I've got. Oh,
fine.
Yeah, you go, mate.
Yes, I forgot about that.
No one's copying me. Don't worry. No one's copying me for number 8.
Because we've already used it.
Yeah, I've gone the Newcastle Knights. But I reckon they'll make top 8. I reckon they'll make top 8. They've got after that round 1 performance against the Roosters. How can you not? How can we not?
I've gone the Canberra Raiders.
Yeah.
Big jump. Yeah. They were in the top 4 2 years ago, kind of just went to sleep, and I think they'll build their way back up this year with Chance and stuff back. So
yeah, their lineups across the whole side's real good. There's obviously Whiten, who's probably their star, but yeah, they're similar to the Knights, but I think they just have better halves. So yeah, it's a good pick. What was I going to say? The Knights at 8th, Liam. That's big. He's round 1 champ, so he's believing in the hype. But I think
we're going all the way, mate. All the way.
I think the Knights will get found out eventually, but you guys might start well. But should we go to 7th? We'll go with Connor at 7th to see if he's actually copying. Let's see.
At 7th, I have the Cronulla Sharks. I think they'll have a massive jump.
Liam can't copy that.
No. I've gone the Canberra Raiders at 7th. So I think they'll do pretty well this season because I was looking at the games. I'm like, the Raiders should win this. So
yeah, it's a big jump. I've got them at 12th, and you guys have them 7th and 8th. So that's going to be them at the top 8. But I've finally copying someone for the first time in this video, and I have the Cronulla Sharks at 7th. I thought their signings, Finucane especially, is pretty, and you get McInnes, I think, round 3. So McInnes, Hines. I think Finucane's just insane. He's going to be awesome for them. And they didn't make the top 8 last year, or did they? I'm trying to remember.
No.
I don't think they did. And who dropped out of my top 8? Oh, so the Knights drop out of my top 8 and the Sharks come in. So I think that's a fair representation. I've got the Sharks at 7th.
Yeah, that's relative as me. I had the Knights and Titans fall out for the Raiders and Sharks. So,
so top 6. This is where it could be very the top 6 I felt was pretty obvious, I guess, but it's in what order you put is the problem. The order could be anything. So who wants to kick off 6th?
I can kick off.
Okay.
Go on, Connor.
I went with the South Sydney Rabbitohs at 6. I think they've lost a lot of key players this year, and I think they'll drop a bit, but I still think they've got the side to be well up there.
Yeah.
I've gone the Parramatta Eels. I think yeah, I think they'll jump up there and and I thought Connor was doing a walk off.
Yeah, so I was like,
but no, yeah, I think again, yeah, they got the side to be up there.
I think Connor was gonna have to walk off again because I've got the Eels at 6 as well. I was like, how's it a walk off moment? Like, but yeah, I think the Eels and Rabbitohs was a tough one for me, which way to go, and I just felt the Eels are a bit of a. This is their year pretty much with Reid Marnie leaving. This is almost the year they have to go for it, but I almost wonder if the pressure of doing that may hinder them a bit. So I've got the Eels at 6, and then the Rabbitohs at 5th. So I've got the Rabbitohs at 5th. As Connor said, they've lost Reynolds, who was the key to them, and they've got Ilias, who's a young halfback, which is a massive shot. So yeah, I've got and no Gagai as well, Liam. Liam's favourite player.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah.
Well, Josh, I've copied you, mate, because I've gone the Rabbitohs at 5th too, mate. So
really?
yeah. Well done, yeah. Who have you got, Connor?
Does Connor have the Eels? Has he done it?
I don't have the Eels. I actually have the Manly Sea Eagle at 5th. I think
what?
Yeah, I think they'll just miss that top 4, but they'll go well into the playoffs. I see them making the prelims again. So
what are we up to now? Top 4, is it?
Top 4.
Yeah. Do you want to start us off with this one, Connor?
Yeah. At 4th, I've got Parramatta. I've got Parramatta at 4th. I think this will be the year where they expectations. This is their last chance to do it before, as you said, a lot of key players leave. So yeah, I think the Eels will really overperform this year and go well into the playoffs.
That's a fair call. Well, I've got the Sydney Roosters at 4th. So I think a shocking start of the season. They'll pick themselves back up, but they won't make it to that top 3 spot.
I'm really worried Liam and I are going to have the same top 6 here, which is not a good
oh, no.
The Roosters at 4th. It's probably not a great sign that we're the same at the moment. Yeah, I've got the Roosters at 4th. I probably, before the season, I thought they're going to do really well. And obviously, I still think they do because I've kept it at 4th. But who knows? That could have been just Kiri and Tedesco were insane a few years ago together. And I feel like once that combination picks up, then you get Joseph Manu, like they're just like their attack's going to be insane when they get it right. So I've got them at 4th. At 3rd, I've got the Manly Seagulls. This one was probably the hardest. Like when I was doing this before the season, I was like, where's Manly going to be? And then that ladder predictor obviously helped. But it's really hard to know because some weeks Turbo might score 3 tries and 2 try assists and they might win shitloads. And it could be like last week where he gets stopped by the team and they just mad mark him and they struggle. So I've got Manly at 3rd. But I agree with Connor. I actually think they might make the grand final this year, but they'll lose in the grand final. But yeah. Who's got 3rd?
Yeah. Well, this is awkward, Josh, because I've got the Sea Eagles at 3rd.
This is tough.
It's going to be interesting for that number 1 and 2. What have you got, Connor?
I went with the Melbourne Storm at 3.
Oh, I like it.
So, big call. Oh. All right. Any reasoning behind that, or?
Nah, I just rate the Panthers this year. So, I think the Roosters huge jump this year. Obviously, they lost round 1, but I think once those combinations start to gel again and everyone's fresh playing footy, I think they'll be well up there.
There was a lot of those in that bold predictions episode. There was Storm to miss the top 4, and it was like paying $1.20. I think it was like $5 for them to miss the top 4. I checked again today; it's now like $3 or something because of all their injuries. Smith, Welch, obviously, Connor could be the closest because he got them in 3rd. I've got them in 2nd, and that could be the difference of Connor getting the best ladder. At the end of the season, we're going to see who had the best ladder and react to it, but there's a lot of injuries for the Storm, and that could be an issue, but their depth is always insane. So have you got the Storm at 2nd, Liam? Are we still the same? Top 6. The same top. Let's go. Wow.
I feel like I'm just copying. I'm more of a copy than Connor. So I got the Storm top two. I think they'll every year everyone says, oh, they've lost this player, they're injury this, but the Storm always show up and always find a way to just be up there and one of the best teams out there. But which leaves me and Josh with top number one, and Panthers top number one for you, Connor.
Yeah, it's his first. It's kind of top Panthers first.
Yeah, Panthers are first, and then Roosters are second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get good money on Roosters second.
Huh?
Yeah.
Good money on the Roosters second, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon they'll be paying a bit now since that was first round.
Yeah, they did face one of the best teams in the comp according to Liam, so top 8 side. Okay, now we get on to the awards. So we've got. Should we quickly run through our ladders? I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll run through mine.
Yeah, might as well.
Panthers, Storm, Seagulls, Roosters, Rabbitohs, Eels, Sharks, Titans, Broncos, Dragons, Knights, Raiders, Bulldogs, Warriors, Cowboys, Tigers. Sweet.
Oh, we're doing top from bottom.
Yeah, might as well. And we'll put these on Instagram for the people to see and vote on who's the best. But who wants to go next with theirs?
Yeah, I can next. So there's Roosters, Storm, Eels, Manly, Rabbitohs, Sharks, Raiders, Titans, Knights, Dragons, Bulldogs, Broncos, Cowboys, Warriors, Tigers.
It ties you out.
I can see if I can remember this. Here we go. We have the Panthers, the Storm, the Eagles, the Roosters, the Rabbitohs, the Eels, the Raiders, the Knights, the Titans, the Broncos. I have to switch over. The Dragons, the Warriors, the Cowboys, the Sharks, the Bulldogs, the Tigers. There we go.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of the same, but there's also differences. So we'll be able to see at the end of the season who sort of had similar. We'll react to it at the end of the season, which I love to watch, like Premier League predictions and stuff, and people predict the Premier League season, and then they look at the end and it's completely different. But we also have 4 awards we're going to quickly look at. Dally M, Rookie of the Year, Top Try Scorer, and Premiers. So should we go? We'll go Premiers first because we've already sort of talked about the teams. Who are we all saying Penrith are going to win the actual premiership, or are we saying someone's going to beat them?
I reckon they'll be beaten, and I'm gonna call it out, and I'm gonna go the Sea Eagles. I reckon Sea Eagles are gonna win this year.
Boom. The turbo hater becomes the turbo lover. Look at that.
Don't hate turbo.
What about you, Connor?
I've gone with a bit of a homer pick. I think I think this team they're on their last run. I think the Parramatta Eels will have a good crack. I think they'll win it this year.
Okay, and I'm going to be super boring, and I'm going to say Penrith are going to win the minor premiership and then go back to back, which is very boring. And I feel like I feel like I want to change and say something different to be a bit interesting. But
have a coach and son ever gone back to back?
Probably not. You wouldn't think so, but who knows? Back in the day.
That'll be interesting.
We'll go top try scorer now. There's so many options. Who have you got, Connor, the top try scorer?
I've gone with Jason Saab. I rated him before he was even in that Manly team, and I think he'll take it out this year.
Liam?
Oh yeah. I was thinking Saab as well. I just don't really know if anyone would catch him. He's I've copied you, Connor. I'm sorry.
I was like flipping the coin between Coates and Johnston. I'm still thinking about it now. I want to say Coates badly. I'm going to say Coates. I'm going to stick with my gut feeling. He went from $18 in the 8th top try scorer on TAB to top now $10. So people are betting on it. They know it's good value, and at the Storm, you'd think you'd get good service. But yeah, we'll go Rookie of the Year. This one's a tough one. It's hard to know the rookies coming through, but I'll go first here. I've gone with Lachlan Ilias from the Rabbitohs. Sort of thinking similar to Sam Walker from last year, a half in like a top 4 side, top 8 team that gets quite a few try assists and gets better and better as the season goes along. So yeah, I've liked the look of him from last season in that one game he played. So I'm going to go Lachlan Ilias for my Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I was debating between two people because I don't know if Jeremiah Nanai is a rookie because I don't know like what is the rookie because some people's like, oh, if they played this many games last year or something.
Yeah, it's so hard to know, eh?
If that qualifies, then it's Jeremiah Nanai, and then if not, it's Lachlan Ilias as well. So,
sweet. What about you, Liam?
Only one option.
Yeah, I don't.
Late reset.
Yeah, no, that's tough. There's quite a few upcoming rookies, and I don't really know who you'd pick, but there's been quite a few people. Maybe like I don't know. The one I've got here is Bronson Garlick.
Yeah.
He's an upcoming guy in this from the Melbourne Storm, second row. So yeah, we'll see how he goes.
I'm gonna do a late pick.
No.
I'm going to do another pick. I was going to go Viliami Vailea from the Warriors, but I'm going to Junior Ratuva if he can get some game time, the 6'6" winger. He might score some tries this season, but he's very bad on defense. So he may score 10 tries in 10 games, but he may get done on the wing as well. And finally, the last one, the Dalier. This is probably the hardest to pick just because it's almost based on the team and the player. So you got to get a player that's in the top team and also playing well. Who have you gone for, Liam?
Tommy Turbo.
Back to back, Dally M. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah, bro. I reckon he's going to do it again. He was so vital in round 1. And I reckon he'll just keep going and on and on and on.
What about you, Connor?
I've got Nathan Cleary. I think he'll get one.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, Connor and I have combined again. I've put Nathan Cleary, and I've said even though that he's going to be injured for the first 3 weeks and Origin, I still think he'll get enough 3-pointers to win it. But that's the thing. It's almost like you need a key. Like the Kiwis should almost win it because they get to play 25 games where Origin you miss a few rounds and if you get injured. But I went Cleary. I was actually going to go Harry Grant as like a bit of a random pick. But I thought, no, it would look bad if he gets injured or doesn't really have a good season. So I went with the safe option again, which I tend to do. So, yeah, that's our season predictions. I can't wait to look at these at the end of the season and laugh at them. Like, particularly I reckon we're going to have some right, some wrong. So be good to see what we've done right and what we've done wrong. Any other thoughts from you guys?
I just reckon.
Nah.
I reckon Cowboys and Warriors won't have such a bad season that everyone thinks.
Oh, I feel like because Connor and I watch like every minute of our teams, we're like, oh, we just know how shit we are, you know. So we're some people, that might be all right. They might my dad was like, oh, the Cowboys are all right. They're actually not that bad. Before the game was on Sunday, and he's like, oh no, I was wrong though. Pretty much as bad as us. I'm like, yeah. So it's a lot when you see your team like they frustrate you, sort of know what it's like. But yeah,
I think you've seen my anger with the hole in my old place, throwing remotes and shit through walls. What comes with being a fan. Yeah, keep an eye out for Bronson Garlick. I'll be looking at it.
Second roll. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. We're going to chuck this on Instagram, the team list. Comment which ladder you like better, and yeah. Put Bronson Garlick in your Supercoach team.
Yeah, sir.
Sounds good.